Hello, friends. Host Eric, your host of Talking with Famous People. I'm here with Earthlinbeing, who wanted me to type her. So I said, well, let's make a video, and we'll see what we see. And Zachary's here, Abraham's here, Susie's here, and let's begin. So, Earthlinbeing, first let me ask you the basic beginning question, which is, tell me a little bit about your current understanding of cognitive functions and your background with MBTI, how much you know already.
Well, I've been kind of researching on Reddit and on the internet and Discord and stuff for about 2 years. So, pretty long time.
What do you think about self-development in general? Susie, what is going on in that background of you? Are you squeegeeing something?
It's not me.
Oh, it's not you. Sorry, it's Earthlinbeing. Are you squeegeeing something?
It's my bird. It's a parakeet.
Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead. Sorry to interrupt you. Proceed.
What do I think of personal growth, you said?
Yeah.
I think it's necessary. And it's difficult.
Necessary.
Everyone should do it.
What specific things do you think an individual who's trying to do self-development will want to work on or could work on, or possible things that you consider areas of growth?
Taking better care of themselves, exercising, doing more, like playing mind games, doing more research, trying to educate themselves better, being aware of what's going on around them.
Playing mind games, huh? Like, I
Not
like
mind
you know I don't?
No.
Okay. So,
Like,
right, you like Sudoku?
puzzle.
Shit like that?
Yeah.
So, what do you think's, if you were going to prioritize one over the other, what do you think's more important to develop? Mental skills of the sort you mentioned, or physical health?
Mental.
Okay. Do you do any creative stuff?
No.
Do you have creative interests, or are you just not interested in creativity?
Not interested.
Okay. Do you like to go out and socialize a lot?
No.
Do you spend a lot of time on the internet? I dropped a piece of weed is what's going on here, is why I'm looking down here trying to find it.
Yes.
You're on the internet a lot. Okay.
Oh shit, that's not good, man. You need to find that.
Oh, there it is. I found it. Congratulations, Eric. This is a piece of weed I dropped. Let's see. Okay. Do you smoke weed?
I have before, but I don't do it.
Do you drink alcohol?
I do it socially.
Do you drink alcohol?
No. Socially.
Are you in a relationship?
No.
Do you want to be in a relationship?
Yes. Doesn't everyone?
No, not necessarily. Do you want to have kids?
No.
Never?
I mean, I can't forecast that. If I meet the right person and they want to have kids, then I'd have to think about that again.
What would the right person look like to you? Describe your ideal mate.
Someone's intelligent and witty.
Host Eric.
That's a 2 for host Eric.
I would like to go to museums and conferences, if that makes sense.
What kind of conference? What do you wish to confer?
I like science. I'm super into science, and I think you've seen on my comments that I like Sam Harris.
Okay.
So
Sam Harris. And do you consider yourself an atheist?
Yes.
Are you the sort of atheist that wants to explain to Christians why they're wrong and stuff?
No.
Is it wrong to eat meat?
Yes.
What makes it wrong?
I just don't think it's ethical. It's not moral because of the suffering involved.
Because of the suffering?
Yeah.
Is suffering a universal rule that determines whether something's evil? Anytime that there's suffering, is it morally wrong?
Mm, I think so. If it's not promoting well-being, then I think it's universally wrong.
So causing suffering to promote well-being is okay though?
No.
So what if somebody commits a murder or something? Now putting him in jail causes suffering. Should we do it?
No. I think that would be more rehabilitation, is what I would say to do.
Okay, well, what about the victim's family? They want to see the person suffer for retributive justice. They want to see some sort of equivalency and experience to make it seem more just to them. What do you tell them?
I mean, if that's how they view justice. I mean, I think I'd have a problem with that.
Okay. But let's say you go to visit them and they're not expecting you. And you walk in and you see them suffering a great deal over the lack of justice as they perceive it. Does that justify their perception of justice?
Mm, I'm not sure. I'd have to think on that.
Okay. Do you see yourself when you try to picture your life experience from birth until today, do you see yourself at the front end of a trailing series of events, sort of like, your past is comprised of a series of events, or do you see yourself more in the center of a circle of people or some other alternative?
I think a series of events.
Okay. Do you spend a lot of time attending to physical comforts, making sure you got a nice beverage and that your bed is comfortable and that you are eating the kind of food you want to eat and not something else, and that you're bathing frequently enough and brushing your teeth and stuff like that?
Not particularly.
Okay. Do you go to bed at a regular time?
No.
Okay. So you have a fairly irregular schedule in general?
Yes.
Okay. What's more important to you if you're going to a party or something? That are you worried about other people getting fussy, or are you worried about how you feel about it yourself?
How I feel about it myself.
What makes a party you'd want to go to?
Go to a party?
Yeah, what makes you... A party's been described to you. It's a party you want to go to. How has it been described?
There's a lot of people there. They're dancing. Loud music. Yeah.
Do you like to dance?
Yeah.
Are you going home with someone?
No.
Are you there with girlfriends or by yourself or with a single other person?
This last time was a single other person.
Okay. You have a good time?
I was mostly happy that it was like her 20th birthday, so I was happy that she was enjoying herself for her birthday because I like to do. I like birthdays, like trying to make them special for people.
Do you exercise a lot?
No.
What do you do for fun when you're not on the computer?
Not on the computer?
Yeah. Why, Abraham? Why should we subscribe to PewDiePie? Do you have any questions, Zachary?
Do you have a planned schedule every day that you do? Do you enjoy having it set out like that?
No, I don't.
Would you prefer it?
I'm not sure.
Do you find yourself accommodating other people in social interactions, or do you find that you sort of set you feel comfortable being yourself in a social interaction?
No, I'd probably accommodate another person.
So, okay, if you were making a dating profile, write your dating profile for me right now. Explain to me, who you are, who you want to meet, that kind of stuff.
Well, I've actually done this before, so I put like my favorite quote in there, and just saying what I told you, like someone who's intelligent and quick-witted.
But you're being asked to describe yourself now. You're being asked to
describing myself.
I'm a forest ranger who loves chasing unicorns, or whatever it is. Okay.
I'm a vegan who loves nature and doing research on my laptop. That's pretty much the gist.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to say, first of all, that I would gladly eat your bird raw right now. Just because that thing is a fucking nightmare. It's like,
no, I know.
Nobody can listen to this episode on headphones at all because it's this steady stream of shrieks. How do you live with that? How?
You get used to it, believe it or not.
Isn't it great?
Oh my god!
But it's horrible. If I had it my way, I would not live with it.
My chicken makes so much more pleasant noises than your bird does. My chicken goes.
Do you find that you're still growing as a person?
Absolutely.
Physically?
Do you think there will be a time that you will meet those, I guess, the parameters for how much you can grow, right? The end goal. And do you have an idea of what that goal is going to look like?
Yes. I think better communication skills, being able to connect with people better, and be able to communicate my ideas better.
Do you find yourself putting yourself in situations that cause you to exercise that muscle, we'll call it, or do you find that you have to have something that puts you in that situation, like maybe friends to pull you out and do things like that?
Definitely someone to push me into those situations. Once I experience them, I realize that I learned from them, and I'll be more apt to doing it again. But definitely at first, I have to push.
if you have a bad experience with something, are you likely to, first of all, just go, okay, well, that was a bad idea. I'm not going to do that again. Or are you likely to go, okay, well, let's wait and see. I need to try this out a bit more before I make a conclusion.
Probably the first. It was a bad idea.
Okay. Zachary? Abraham? It's very distracting. Zachary, what do you think? I think she's... Well, let me ask her a TI question. Alright, so here's a question. It's a soccer question. Today's Thursday, let's say. Pretending. Tomorrow's Friday. Mary, she's going to practice soccer tomorrow. Now, if she doesn't hurt herself at practice, she'll play in the game on Saturday. And if she plays in the game on Saturday, either her mom or her dad will watch her play. But her mom's out of town this weekend. And I've got some good news. She doesn't hurt herself at practice. What can we conclude?
Her dad will watch her play on Saturday.
Okay. I'm sorry, I got caught up thinking about the hats question.
I got a question for you. What do you think MBTI is for? I mean, what do you hope to use it for? If you found out what type you were, how would you find that information? Would you find it useful, and in what way? Would you find it interesting? Why?
Yeah, since I've kind of been undecided, I've not really tried to use it as a tool for self-growth, just because I don't know what specifically those things are. But I feel like if I did know my type, then I would be able to identify my weaknesses much easier
Come here.
and work from that.
No, look.
What?
Look who it is.
Oh my gosh! Hold on, I'm dyeing my hair right now. I don't want to show what I look like.
Okay, Delilah,
How do I get in
please, just here.
Okay, it's fine. Hi, Zachary. Don't look at me. I'm sorry. I'm dyeing my hair.
There you go.
I have red in my hair right now. But hi. It's been a long
Hi.
time.
It's been a long time, very long time.
And we never played World of Warcraft together.
We never did.
I don't play anymore because it's too expensive.
It's very expensive, yeah.
But if you
Ridiculous.
if you start playing again, what? Okay, no problem. Sorry. But yeah, if you ever start playing again, that's cool. I can't believe. Wow, it's been like years, huh?
Yeah, it has.
How crazy.
You want to trip out on something, Delilah?
What? Yeah.
Zachary's having...
Make another video. Make another video, Eric.
Okay. No, it's brunch, Delilah. He's having brunch today.
Oh.
And I'm like, it's strange because it's Friday. One normally doesn't eat brunch on Fridays. But regardless, okay, you're either...
Well, Dad, I have to tell you something real quick.
You're either an ISFP, potentially an INFP. I think you're probably an ISFP.
That's what my girlfriend said, Eric. That's what she said, ISFP.
Okay, well,
That was
she's
her
an ISFP.
scope.
It takes one to know one. I'm going to go ISFP. Okay.
I think so too.
Oh, Susie thinks so too. Cool.
So, wait, listen, Dad,
right.
I have to really quick. I have to tell you something. Can I
Okay.
say something real quick? 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So I know about your performance tonight, and me and Kim I was gonna go surprise you there, but I forgot I already had another commitment. So
Oh, that's
sorry.
fine, baby. Don't even stress about it. That's totally
I'm going to dinner with Diana.
Yeah, you'll see me sometime when I'm playing the Coliseum.
Yeah, I will.
You have a performance today?
I do have a performance in Pasadena
But
if you
I
want
was
to
just
go.
telling you that you're in my thoughts.
Oh, thank you, darling. I love you.
Love you
Don't
too.
forget to eat plenty of cheese.
Okay, I will, and have fun at the thing.
Okay, I will.
And bye, Zachary. Tell him bye. It's really nice to talk to him.
Okay, he could hear you, I'm
Okay,
sure.
cool.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Talk soon.
Okay, so Earthlinbeing, is that a possible type that you would consider coming into this? Was ISFP?
No.
What did you think you were?
Well, I had discussed with Zachary, like I went through a bunch of kind of types. I always type INTJ for some reason when I take quizzes. And then I went to INTP and then INFP and then INFJ. So.
Well, me, Zachary, Zachary's girlfriend, and Susie all agree you're an ISFP. So that's great for me because I don't have a video yet that says how do I ID an ISFP, and this is now that video. So thank you very much for participating, and thank you at home for watching. And I am going to make another video in a second with a couple of announcements, including my performance this evening. If you live in the Los Angeles area and you want to come see me, you are welcome to do so. And I'll tell you the details of that. It's at someplace in Pasadena. It's at like 5 o'clock. All right.
If you do that, Brittany might show up. Just so you know.
I don't think she can make it to Pasadena by 5 o'clock today.
What's your name again, Earthland?
What? Oh, her name. It's Earthlinbeing. That's her name.
Earthland.